Volkswagen Ameo. The car has been launched in the Indian market to make the brand more accessible to the crowd. And with the new 1-liter engine unit, the company hopes to rope in even more customers with its wow mileage figures. So what the new engine is all about and what are all the different upgrades the car gets, let's find out on the show today. It reminds you of the Polo from certain angles, and for 2018 it doesn't get any specific visual updates. Well, from head on you might mistake it for a Polo, and that's a good thing of course, and it's only after you look at the back you find out, oh, there's also a boot attached to it. So as soon as you step inside the cabin of the new Volkswagen Ameo, you're greeted by its dual-tone interiors, which has a subtle touch of German sophistication. Its flat-bottom steering wheel is nice to hold on to, and it also carries over the same twin-clock meter console as seen on the previous car with an inbuilt digital display. So it also gets a handrest, but the thing is that sometimes it might get in the way when you're trying to use the handbrake. The cabin remains as seen on the earlier model, which means it comes with the same dual-clock instrument panel, seats and dashboard materials. The cabin gets the dual-tone treatment and the seats are very comfortable because there is good amount of back and under-thigh support. The Highline Plus model comes with a center armrest up front, and it is however oddly placed. Being the top of the line model, you get a touchscreen infotainment system which now comes with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. There's also a reverse parking camera and rain sensing wipers, but what's missing from the package though is a navigation system. On the safety front, the Ameo gets ABS and dual airbags as standard safety features. So as you can see, the doors open wide and nice, and it's just easy to just slide into the car. The legroom, as you can see, is not very generous, but the headroom is decent. Well, the seats are decently comfortable and the space is enough for 2 people, but for 3 it might be a bit of a squeeze. And for rear ones, you also get your own AC vents at the back, and there is also a cup holder here. So the Volkswagen Ameo uses a 1-liter engine which replaces the older 1.2 liter petrol engine. The engine generates about 75 bhp of maximum power, which is exactly the same as before, but is down by 15 Nm of peak torque. The torque rating now stands at about 95 Nm. The engine comes mated to a 5-speed manual transmission which is slick and precise to use, and there is no automatic transmission on offer as of now. The engine is decently smooth and refined, but still not the smoothest in its class. On the other hand, it has enough power and torque for your daily city commute, and it's even good to drive on the highways as well. The engine picks up pace very nicely, and it's only after you pass 3000 rpm that it really gets going. The engine is undoubtedly smooth and barely whispers at idle. It pulls off cleanly from as low as 1500 rpm, and the low end response is peppy enough for daily city drives. But at the same time, you wouldn't really want to push it around because it's not the engine with a sense of urgency, and it doesn't like to be hurried. When revved hard, there is some vibration felt from pedals and floorboards, but that's nothing to complain of. The steering wheel response, however, remains as good as it has always been on the Ameo. It has a nice weight to it and makes the driver feel confident even when hugging fast corners. The steering wheel is neither too tight and not too light, it's right in the middle, and it's easy to drive this car around the city, and it's also easy to park this car in tight spaces as well. And in terms of ride and handling, you will be happy to know that the Volkswagen Ameo comes out as one of the best cars that offers really good driving dynamics. And it's really fun to drive this car around the city or even on highways as well. The new Volkswagen Ameo 1-liter comes out as a very good value for money proposition with its promising fuel efficiency figures, sophisticated and sensible looks, and driving dynamics better than most of the car in its class. It ticks all the right boxes in our charts. That's all in the show today. It's goodbye for now, and as always, drive safe.